my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 32 of the Rosebud Challenge. As I said, I had them sleep through the night. 7 o'clock in the morning, and we got the notification that school starts soon, and I see that Ryan needs to go to the bathroom. Juliet's needs are, okay. She can go to the bathroom, so I figured I'd leave her to sleep, and she'll just get up when she has to go to school. Go right to school, so get out of bed and go to school. This is where I put all of I can go there. It's a lovely view of a wall. That's where I put all of their fish that they've caught that are on the wall, the mounted fish, that's what I mean to say. And the parents are sleeping. Let's see, Jeremy is getting hungry, but he's also tired. And Eden will be able to get up soon. I might give her a break from the bestseller and see whether she can get one of her masterpieces that she's never been able to do so far, at least while she's been on this tier. But as I had mentioned, it seems like Jeremy is much better with masterpieces. He seems to be the better painter, which is kind of funny because they're both creative. So you'd think they would both have equal chance of getting masterpieces. And of course, I have the trait on the lot that's supposed to make it easier to get masterpieces. I thought that's what that one trait is. I think it's home studio or something like that is the trait I put on it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see where she goes with that. She wants to level up in her dancing skill. We can probably do that. And she still wants to do that multiplayer. Of course, it's not much of a money maker, though you can make money if you win in video game tournaments. But it requires a lot of effort to do that. So I do that sometimes with look, we have 3 more cow plants. So let us sell those. $4.75 a pop. Definitely don't want them to die because then they're worth probably less than what the berries were worth. Because of the fact that the berries were better quality in the first place, they're worth more than the regular berries, whereas the dead cow plant is worth kind of the price of a normal quality berry. Very similar price range. It isn't the same, but it's very close, if I remember correctly. So, and I never checked the frogs before the kids went to school. Bad me. But I'll do them in the parents' inventories. Move the notification out of the way. So, and we will go on to speed 2. Oh, is he really hungry? Is that what that problem is? I think these walls, I'm going to put them in cutaway because it's kind of annoying me being up. So we're going to have him have some breakfast here. He can have breakfast scramble. May as well watch on their new curved screen TV some cooking channel. He wants to fertilize a bush. I don't know that he really needs to because I think he has the bladder trait. I'm going to dismiss that. Okay, I told you to eat. Sick with worry, it's the test day and Julia is so nervous she totally blanks. Even coughing her neighbor won't work because her neighbor is a D student. What to do? Feign illness or just take deep breaths? I've always chosen take deep breaths, and it seems to work. Oh, Eden got a masterpiece. Look at that. Okay, I didn't tell you. Wish they would actually eat breakfast scramble. Oh, that was a lot of. They got 8,126 simoleons from their combined books. And I did have Jeremy finish his book before he went to bed, but it was not a bestseller. So we didn't have any luck with that. And she's the harvesting she made. Excuse me. I'll let her do that. And then okay with it, it means that if I tell her to do something else, she's going to stop. But I also don't care if she stops. I'm going to let her dance. Maybe that'll help her level up her dance skill. And then I'm going to have her write maybe, I don't know what to have her write. Completely random what's going to become a bestseller. And I should because she was on the painter extraordinaire and I'm putting her on to try and get her bestseller, I should switch her over. Curious how much that was worth. 12,190 cents of simoleons. I can say the numbers right. 12,197 simoleons. That's a lot. Very well done, I have to say. Maybe we'll let you, Jeremy, do a try. Let him do a masterpiece. We'll see if he'll make us a lot of money painting a picture, and then he could maybe come do a. Have her talk. Oh, he cleaned our messy counter. That was nice. Not much for him to do. I'm going to see whether Jeremy can paint us a painting that's worth a lot too. We did spend a lot of money when we renovated the house, so we need to get some money back. Earn it. So then when he's finished that, we will let him do a book. Now he can write emotional books no matter his emotion because he did complete the painter extraordinaire aspiration, which Eden has not done because she still needs now only 4 more masterpieces, which is lovely. Pick the title that was there, and I'm going to write. I'm going to go back to doing the screenplay. With Jeremy, I'm going to just have him write a screenplay. Can I breed the frogs? No, too soon. That out. Go. And maybe if they do some of this during the day, when the kids come home, they can play some video games together, and maybe she'll have a chance of winning the multiplayer game on the video game console. Maybe we'll have a family night after when the kids come home and after they've done their homework. Kids need to do their homework. We'll take a night off from aspirations and just have some fun when the kids get home. You can breed the frogs. There. She may need to have a nap, Juliet, when she gets home because she's dazed from illness. So that maybe it's supposed to be past before she gets home. And she's hungry. I still hope after they do their homework, she's not hungry anymore. She ate at school. That they can play a game as a family. I think that would be nice. So why don't you, for one thing, listen to music, Jeremy, so that you don't get your fun going down. And then why don't you talk gossip and discuss favorite authors. I don't know about cloud gazing. Still haven't decided whether I want to do this pool ladder. They're doing that. Let's go out here and look at the pool. I could maybe put one over here. It is supposed to be a pond, right? Which you don't normally have it. What if I can't do it there. Just wondering if I don't know how to take a pool away. That's my only problem. Maybe try doing that off camera. I'm wondering if I don't know. I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not that's one thing where I'm kind of lacking in skills is that type of thing. So I was thinking you could build in and change the color so that it looks like wood, so it's like a depth, and make it look like a dock going off, and then you could have a ladder off of that, even though it's supposed to. You can just grab your food. Your needs are reasonable, so you can just do your homework. And we can breed the frogs. Of course, I saw the frogs, and my automatic thought was to breed them instead of doing the homework like I was meant to have her do. And since Ryan needs to craft the potions, we will leave him off of there. He's done the potions, and all he needs to do is get to level 10 of his mental skill. We don't need to keep it on there because it'll register as soon as we flip it over. So I'm going to have him be on the rambunctious scamp aspiration. And since he has over 2,000 reward points, I like to just switch it to traits so I don't have to scroll through all of the potions to get to the traits. And I want to get him incredibly friendly. He must already have it. I didn't realize. I guess I could buy him Never Embarrassed. That's a safe one to get so they don't die of embarrassment. Can't do anything about dying from playful and from anger, but you can stop them from dying from embarrassment because they don't get embarrassed. And you get the Shameless, so they can't die from it. So we'll let him do that. So perhaps I should have been saving up my points to be able to buy Marketable once he became a teen. But he'll earn enough points quick enough that it won't really matter. So she wrote, not a bestseller. Oh, why don't we chat? Say hello to Olivia. And why don't we sell to publisher? Bestseller. 2. One's a bestseller. So Commander, the one that's excellent. Commando, the excellent Commando book. And when Jeremy finishes his book, we will have him sell to publisher. The book that he finished last night, it happened on lunch break. It's excellent, as you can see up there. I can't hover or it'll disappear. But we may as well get them out as quickly as possible. So Ryan finished. Now, what is his problem? He's feeling uncreative. Why don't you see if daydreaming helps? Will that help your creative? You do want to become inspired, and that will possibly do that. But it did not get rid of the fact. Finish homework. Why don't you just draw? Yeah, see, sometimes this doesn't show up and you have to hover over it to find what it is, and other times it works fine. It's very strange. Still not doing it. Odd. And let's see, what's Eden doing? She looks like she's grabbing something to eat. I didn't mean to cancel your eating. It takes so long just to look after them. Grab that, and you may as well do your homework. I had already told you to do. Jeremy, why don't we have you work on a painting while you're waiting for everybody to be ready to play a game together, and we can breed the frogs in your inventory, so I assume we can breed it also in Eden's inventory. So we'll do that right now. So Eden is getting her food. Juliet's doing her homework. Ryan is drawing a picture in hopes that that will stop him from being tense. Just thought I'd do a quick check of the frogs, but I didn't think I'd be able to do them in the kids' inventory, but I thought I would check. Didn't hurt to check. So she's not level 8 yet. Finisher. She can't do the emotional potions because she's not level 8. So she's got. You can do your extra credit work. I can't believe he's still, but it's just going to go away. I don't know that drawing the picture really helped. You can do your homework when you're finished. Oh, I see. So what's the TV on for? It's quite a big TV. But because it's so big, I have it kind of low, which means, and this fireplace is kind of high, so you can't really put anything on it. It would block. You maybe can, but it would block the TV. I don't know if you can without move objects, because obviously you can't with move objects. You can do pretty much anything with move objects. It doesn't make things usable. So let us see. So she's finished that. Why don't you, Eden? Why don't you go sell your painting for one thing? Go sell to art gallery. Any other cow plants raised, grown? No. And yes, please do sell it to the gallery. And then why don't you dance so that we keep bored from social discussion. Okay, so you're about to do your homework. Can't breed the frogs in the kids' inventory. We'll take his picture. It was worth 15. Pretty good for a drawing, I have to say, I think. And are you friends with... No, you're not. You know what? We could be working on social butterfly aspiration. He needs to become friends with one more child. We can see. Sometimes I find it hard to do it when you already have a bit of a relationship. It seems like it drags on and is really hard. But we will try. It will help him with his actual charisma skill because he's reached level 10 of social, so he can now build charisma, mischief. I think those are the two you can build as children. I don't think they can build comedy. I don't think that's something they can build as a child. I think completing social lets you build charisma and mischief. Those are the two. I don't know if he can work on singing. Practice singing. I bet you he can do his singing skill. I'm curious whether I should try that with whenever I have a child who hasn't maxed a creativity skill to see whether singing builds that skill. But if they can get the singing skill, then I would think it would. But I was wondering whether it would count towards using the instruments because a voice is considered a bit of an instrument, type of instrument, your voice. But so we'll see. We'll do some more talking. We need to try and may as well ask to hang out so that she's not going to be leaving. Share ideas. So much for my let's have a quiet night and not work on our childhood, our aspirations tonight. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Why don't you? You don't need to garden, Eden. I'd rather if you're going to do something, you can. What? I'm not going to have you paint. I am going to have you take a shower because you look like you need a shower, and I'm just going to have you take a regular shower. How much was your painting worth, Jeremy? Oh, not very much. $11.76, and I do not want you to. So he has to go to the bathroom. That's our Ryan, so I'm gonna have him go to the bathroom. Oh, there is Olivia, and I bet you. Oh, we're friends. I didn't even notice that. Look at that. So I need to become friends with two adults. That's wonderful. So we're gonna switch it. I don't think we really need to. Because as soon as he's gone to the bathroom and Eden has finished her shower, I'm going to have. Is there any particular painting? He wants to discuss color theory. We're going to do abstract. We're not going to do abstract. I'm going to do a realism large. I'm not actually going to finish it because I'm just having him start that while we're waiting. She's tired. She's done all her homework, and we can breed the frogs in the kids' inventories. Well, I assumed it was in both of theirs because we could breed it in the one. We can't breed it in the adults. Okay, time to start a game. So I'm going to, just to make sure this works better, everybody, we're going to cancel all their interactions. No, you're not going to bed. Sorry, kid. We are going to play a game. We are going to play Party Frenzy. No, that doesn't work. That's not how I wanted to play a game. Oh. It doesn't let me pick. Play Party Frenzy together. And I can breed the frogs in the parents' inventory and the adults now. So I will do that. Let's see how we go about this. Oh, Olivia's playing. Were you going to bed, Jeremy? I guess you're a bit tired. It's kind of early. Who's playing? Who's going to bed? Everybody, can you join the game? Looks like you can't. You can watch the game and that's it. Okay. All right. So that was a bit of a dud. The kids went to bed, and the only person who played was Olivia. Why don't you try and... Can't remember if they've finished their social aspiration. No. I don't know if this is a new friendly introduction. Don't really want you to research gardening, so please stop that. And excuse me. Scold? Why would we scold? What is she doing? She turned on the TV to watch a movie and no one was watching anything. I think that's okay. There's no need to scold poor Olivia. Do we not have this social? That's my timer. I'm just going to check Lee while I have the mind set. He does not have the incredibly friendly trait. And he has lots of points. I don't know that I'm going to get that specifically, but I am going to look at what we can get for him, and I'm going to get shameless. I'm going to buy incredibly friendly. And we have 4,645. We already have Savant. Could get Super Green Thumb. I don't really know how. I'm not going to get that because I've got that gardening trait for the lot, and so I want to see if it does anything, and I don't want to have that impeded by the Super Green Thumb. So Never Weary means they may not sleep quite as much, and Carefree means he'll never get. I'm going to do Carefree. I think that's the one to go for. Now let's check Eden's. He's got 7,350. Didn't mean to go on to that, to changing the aspiration right now. I know I change them a lot, but I didn't mean to do it. And I'm going to see... She already... So Eden did have incredibly friendly. But she does not have shameless, so I'm going to do that one for her. Does she have Savant? She does. And I'm going to give her... Oh, she already has Carefree. So, and she had... Good one. Like I said, I didn't want to get the Super Green Thumb, and the Slacker one doesn't help. It's of no benefit. And she already has the gym rat for working out. I like Always Welcome. I don't know if it's as necessary, but I know at some points when I was having parties and like one of the Sims who lived in the house would like bake a cake or make food, the other Sims would like say this is inappropriate behavior. It was a bit silly, and then they would all get kicked out of the house, and you have to go to another property and come back to be able to go. And when I mean they got kicked out of the house, you'd be all of a sudden out of the house and you couldn't go back in the house, and it would be like you were visiting a lot and you hadn't been told you could come in yet. So it was a bit odd. So I find that having Always Welcome, they wouldn't do that. That wouldn't happen. It was a way around that, which I think is a glitch. So in connections, like I said, is not needed, and also is glitchy in itself right now, and hopefully it is actually glitchy and they fix it. So I'm going to get her Never... I don't know if I should get Never Weary or the Antiseptic. I think I'm going to go for the Never Weary, which is actually not really Never... No, I'm going to go for... I've heard that Never Weary interferes if you try and get that... the outdoor retreat aspiration, whatever that one is called, because you need to sleep in a tent for 5 nights, and it's hard to get that if you have the Never Weary. So I've heard, so I've read. So we're going to do Antiseptic, but I think we will leave it here, and when we come back next time, they're all pretty tired. I'll come back in the morning with the next episode. But that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!